Hey guys, and it's Thursday. Yeah, I waited a few days before doing this. I wanted to wait till my own thoughts process, but also seeing, other people's reactions and reviews. To see the general idea of what people are saying about this special. Because it is varied. I am not kidding. Some people really were disappointed in this special, and yeah, I kind of have to agree with some of them, but I still enjoyed it. The two biggest things, well, I'll do those in just a moment. First, let me get to my own thoughts. Stuck together. Not very much happened in that episode other than Steven and Lars bonding, and which is good to Lars and his character development. Lars. Sadie is still gonna flap him in the face when he gets home. Oh well. If he didn't want to waste dead, he wouldn't be there to help Steven. Or probably help to redeem Topaz. That was interesting. Topaz actually can hear, and she's not a brute. I mean, how come she didn't say anything before? Teach me. I was not expecting that voice for Topaz. So, I'm not really sure what else I can say on this particular episode, because really the only thing that happens is Steven and us, bonded. Topaz, down on the road to redemption, and we arrived at Homewood. I actually want to see more of Topaz. She could actually start her own rebellion. Okay, I only said that because I'm pretty sure I saw a screenshot somewhere or a thumbnail showing Topaz with other Sims. Of course, that was before the Water special even aired, so I have no idea where that came from. I probably saw it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw her with other Sims. That could have been off to the Sims, but how would a screenshot of that air? I have no idea. Maybe it was just a fan image. Some people do use those as thumbnails. So, Topaz is really scared of being separated from herself, the other Topaz, and you really feel the emotion from her. She has a heart. Topaz is not evil, and as she said, she has to pretend she's fine with these missions or she could get separated or shattered. It's either do these missions in fear, or we kill you. A.k.a. Homewood is Voldemort. Topaz is, Toadsworth. Toadsworth? No, not Toadsworth. Peter Pettigrew. The rat guy. That doesn't the relationship I see here. I mean, once Topaz gets past that fear of what could happen to her, she could actually be a Crystal Sim. I mean, I'm pretty confident if we see her, then that is gonna happen. She's gonna turn its Homewood and maybe help Lars get off of Homewood. I also hope we see Aquamarine again, because she actually showed a little bit of her own heart, because she could have reported Topaz right then and there, or ordered her, but she says, a lot of disappointed friends said, just defuse and we can forget that we can never be to this again. So, at the very least, we know that Aquamarine likes Topaz as a friend. They are close, but Aquamarine is just she follows Homewood a little bit more than Topaz. I mean, she has a job, she doesn't have to do it. As she said, she's probably the best. But you definitely see some relation with those two because she didn't want to report Topaz and just said never to beat her at the end. What other Homewood sim would do that? If it was that, but she would have shot at Topaz right then and there. Just fight her right there. So yeah, this episode did great in building up probably a redemption for Topaz and maybe Otto and Marine if, the right events happen. Yeah, no, it's a little bit stuffy. Yeah. So we don't know what to say on this anymore, so let's go on to the file. First, my daughter Pepper. I don't usually do my thoughts like this, but I figured, why not? It'd be better than writing it. Applebee does it. Anyways, the file. I would start with one detail that was brought up. Why a file? I mean, AJ Universe actually brought this up. Why not, an interrogation? I mean, the diamonds found out Rose Fort, the sim that killed and shattered Pink Diamond, is still alive. The one that started a rebellion for the very first war that Homeworld had with itself. It's the biggest enemy Homeworld has ever had. And they put her on trial? You execute that war criminal. I'm sorry. If Rosefort was that big of an enemy, just kill her. No, seriously. If you have Batman tied up, you do not blackmail him. You kill him. Because if you don't, Batman is gonna break free and beat you down. I am not joking. That really bothers my mind. And I think the only reason this episode exists the way it is to point a finger at Little Diamond. I mean, the episode seems to heavily imply that Rose Fort should have been innocent. I mean, yes, he fully did go to Pink Diamond with the intent to shatter, but this new sim actually brought up some interesting points, like, where was Pink Diamond's guard? Where was her polo? How did Rose Fort get so close to shatter her if it was outside of her parrot team? It actually brought up some interesting mysteries to this shattering. And my personal theory that I have believed since ever is that what happened was Rose shattered Pink Diamond, and within a few days' time, Homeworld fled. They left off mere days after Pink Diamond was killed. To me, that shattering was probably the final fall, and it makes sense. I mean, yeah, they probably would have continued the war for a little while longer, but they definitely would have left off within the first 100 years after Pink Diamond was shattered. But, again, we don't know when exactly that took place. So, Centipede did fall on image of 3 diamonds when she was actually thieving about, what happened to her. I believe she only threw 3 diamonds, meaning that Pink Diamond was already shattered, which of course he was, but I don't know. So, a lot of people are willing. I'm just going to say that this is a minefield right now. I mean, somebody I know on Tumblr that really harassed to the point he stopped taking questions because people will not stop harassing him about this revelation that he just doesn't believe. The reason he doesn't believe it is because we have concrete evidence that it was Rose. However, I have a few points to bring up. Number one, the biggest reason why we can believe Rose shot a pink diamond is Donnet and Polo. Because when Demon found out about it, Polo cried so heavily. I mean, she was broken when he found out. And when Demon asked Donnet, she front up told him, yes, Rose shattered Pink Diamond. So, we have, those two are really the only reason, the only proof we have that Rose could have done this. I mean, why would they lie to Demon about it? They wouldn't. However, were they with Rose when Pink Diamond was shattered? I mean, Rose is the same serum that hid Lion and Bismuth away from the others. So, it is really 100% in character for Rose to taking the blame for Pink Diamond because, well, Demon is taking the blame for Rose, so why couldn't Rose be taking the blame for somebody else? Now, hear me out. There is another reason why we can still believe Rose shot the Pink Diamond, and that is Eyeball. Eyeball, in the episode where we got the reveal of Pink Diamond's mural and what Rose shattering her, Eyeball flat out said, I saw Rose Quartz shattered Pink Diamond. She said she saw it happen. So, pun not intended, but Eyeball is an eyewitness. She is really the only one who can fully confirm Rose Quartz being there. However, there's a bit of a problem with that, because Eyeball, and even Pink Diamond in this episode, kept saying that they only remembered her sword. Well, Eyeball says she remembered the sword, and Blue Diamond, knowing the sword, means somebody must have told her. But Bismuth up front said to Steven that Rose's sword can only destroy the physical form. It could not shatter a serum. Granted, if Rose, used the sword, proof Pink Diamond, she could have took herself and just hammered the sword into it repeatedly until it broke. I mean, you don't have to break the serum one way or another. You can do it with your bare fist. Besides Asper. So, she could have used the sword to shatter her, but she needed to proof the body first. And let me just bring up a huge issue I basically figured this out yesterday. When this new serum, I forget his name, I'm terrible with new names. I hope I'm not getting sick here. This new serum, when she was talking about where was Pink Diamond's dog, where was her polo, how come they didn't see Rose Quartz until it was too late? Why did they not bring Eyeball back? I am serious here, people. Eyeball is a flat-out witness. And her cameo was as pointless because all she said, she told me she was Rose Quartz and she heard my serum. Guilty. why couldn't they have just brought Eyeball as an eyewitness when they were asking about what happened to Pink Diamond and how was that so close? Dudes, seriously, you just had an freaking witness in the courtroom. Bring her back. I mean, why didn't they do that? Eyeball saw what happened. She said she saw it happen. I mean, even if she didn't actually see the shattering take place, she was clearly there to know Rose Throat's and her sword was there. I mean, she recognizes her sword because Demon showed it to her, and she recognized it. So Rose was there when Pink Diamond was shattered. But they just didn't bring Eyeball up. And that just boggles my mind. It ruins the episode for me because this is just stupid. Eyeball is a freaking eyewitness, and she could have answered all of these questions. And that's why she wasn't brought back. Because the writers of the show wanted us to have this mystery to, make us think or possibly believe that Rose is innocent. They wanted us to think and theorize on what was said in this episode. And if they had brought Eyeball back to answer those questions, there would be no mystery. Yeah, she probably wouldn't remember this. She probably wouldn't remember exactly what took place, but she could at least confirm Rose Throat was there and how she got so close. Eyeball could have resolved this entire episode if she was only asked the question, how did Rose get so close to Pink Diamond? Eyeball, honestly, could have ended this episode as soon as she was brought to, testify. But no. All she did was confirm Demon is Rose. Why did they even have Eyeball in this episode? She just basically made a huge, gigantic plot hole. I actually came up with a theory. The reason Pink Diamond's shattering is such a mystery, the reason nobody really knows what happened, is because Eyeball is the only eyewitness left. Remember, it was revealed in Monster Reunion that when Homeworld was feeding Earth, the Diamonds did not wait. They immediately corrupted every cell they could on Earth. So by not waiting, they could have lost so many eyewitnesses. I mean, I believe all Pearl is Pink Pearl, but if she wasn't, the whole corruption zone could have been why we never saw Pink Pearl, because she's corrupted now. So yeah, Homeworld definitely stabbed themselves in the foot by that. I'm trying to find a head toad. That's what I believe happened. And it really adds up my own theory that Pink Diamond was shattered mere days before Homeworld fled. So yeah. So Eyeball could very well be the only surviving witness to Pink Diamond's shattering because Homeworld did not wait before corrupting the entire planet, basically. I really did enjoy this episode, but now that I know that Eyeball just creates this huge plot hole, it doesn't really ruin it for me because she was an eye-bloody witness. She was there. Come on! You're in a courtroom trying to defend Steven. Trying to made everybody believe that Rose was innocent. Does nobody else know Eyeball is a freaking witness? I mean, Blue Diamond wants to know what happened to Pink. Did Eyeball imprison her? Why is it such a huge mystery? You have an eyewitness. Use it. So yeah. This really backs up what that news I'm saying, that somebody covered it up. Because Pink's death being covered up by another diamond is the only way that this to make sense, because it's been nearly 10,000 years and they still haven't talked to any eyewitness about what happened to Pink. I honestly don't know. So anyway, now we know the Ruby Fraud is back on Homewood, but I wish they would have left Eyeball out of this episode, because it's just this choice, by far, to me, is the worst mistake the show has ever done, because they had... No, I'm not going to complain about it anymore. I already complained on enough. I need to get to the other 2 episodes. However, one last thing. I'm with everybody else being disappointed that we did not get to see White Diamond. I mean, why wouldn't White Diamond be there? Finding shit. Anyways, it really is odd that White Diamond was not there. I mean, you think all the diamonds would have been there. But I have a feeling, you know, as Steven and Roz was falling through Homewood, you know, they built out of the toilet room and they fell down. When we got this clear shot of Homewood, you know that giant white statue in the background? I want to go out and say that giant white statue is in fact White Diamond. And if it's not, it could at least be a statue of White Diamond. I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Although it does remind me of a fan name as I saw. I think it was where White Diamond was a giant building, or a giant building was carved in her likeness. I don't know. You know, I was kind of hoping to see the Diamond's reaction to learning that Rose was still, well, that Steven has Rose's serum. I mean, considering how they, and especially Blue, felt, I really wanted to see Blue's reaction. I mean, this is Rose Force, the greatest enemy, and we never got to see their reaction? Oh my god, what a missed opportunity! Oh well. It makes sense for Little Diamond to have been the one to shatter paint, but the only thing that goes against this is, again, Garnet, Pearl, and Eyeball. Those 3 characters are the only things making this feeling impossible. Because Eyeball saw Rose first. What, did somebody else steal her sword to flame her? Did she shapeshift? Is all Pearl really Pink Pearl? People realize that Pearl shattered Pink Diamond. And I actually will believe that if she was pink polo. Because that could be why she got so close to Pink Diamond. She could have been, playing them. Saying that she wants to go back to Homewood and, just wanted to talk with Pink. So that would make sense because she probably could get closer to Pink Diamond than Rose ever could have. But Garnet flat out said that Rose did it. Why would Garnet lie to Steven? Does she have a reason to? I mean, yeah, they do keep a lot of things from Steven, but would they actually lie about this? The only other way that this could work is if neither Garnet or Polo was there when Paint was shattered. Because if they were there, then what's the point of this mystery? Why point a finger at somebody we know never had anything to do with it? It's just flat out lying and retconning for the sake of retconning. I will say that Veto's anger, the emotions we saw from her, they fit either way. Her anger fits 100% perfectly no matter which road this goes in. Although it wouldn't fit more about her wanting to destroy Earth. Are they gonna go to Earth? I have no idea. I was expecting they would go to Earth. But no. So on the Arcturus. This was an interesting episode. I wonder something. Is the show writers trying to make Lord Steven? I'll get more into that later if I remember it. But this episode had them, on the one. And they encountered Alta the Sims. Sims that, to Homewood, are mutants, deformed, not white. But to Steven, and to all of us, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, yeah, they're different, and that's why Homewood wants them dead. They probably don't want anybody to be different because it could lead to a new road. Think about it. Was Homewood ever prejudices? Did they ever have a thing against Sims being their own Sims? Or, after World Force happened, did they outlaw everybody being different? Because World Force was different and it caused a few thousand years war. They probably shatter any Sim that is different and doesn't do their job because they're worried it could lead to another war, lead to another World Force. And they do not want to ever have another Sim Night Worlds. So whenever they get hint at a Sim being different, they immediately shatter them to prevent them from ever becoming worlds. So that would make sense. And that science Sim, apparently it was confirmed that the reason she talked so is because she has so many Sims inside of her. And now we have a Siamese twin Sim. Two twins that were fused together at birth. Whatever happens if they get pooped? Will they recreate the body feuds or what? And we also had another fusion. One that is strangely that saw Garnets. I thought it was probably a ruby and a pearl or something. But, yeah. I'll say this. When Donnet and his new fusion see each other, they would be such a perfect match. They would be like mirrors of each other. So this new fusion is basically like Donnet. See, it's like Sardonyx was crying out loud. So, interesting they went that route with her design. And, of course, a new Sapphire. That can only forget what just happened. Can she only forget what's happened around her? Or can she also forget something that just happened miles and miles away from her? I mean, that would make her very important. Although it's probably implied that she can only forget things that are happening around her. Would be a waste of her character. Although she is hilarious. I don't remember her name, so I'm naming her Amy. These new series are actually interesting. I like the designs. They're fun. And yeah, they are definitely going to be crystal seams. I don't see why one of them would be free another. Unless one of them is just so stale they can't do anything but run and hide. But I don't get that from them. The fusion? That is actually Donich though. I don't know. I wouldn't say that she either reminds me of Pearl or Amethyst when she said, well, if you insist. That's what that's in the next episode. So therefore, I don't know. So we have shadowing robots that Lars is immune to because he doesn't have a serum. Oversights. I doubt if they were made with the intent to only shadow serums. Why would they be interested in something that doesn't have a serum? They're not programmed to do anything. This episode was nice. It gave us new characters, it gave us new info, and it killed Lars. Oh my god! I saw another guy reacting, and he basically did the same thing I did. He actually said, rest in peace, before realizing he was actually dead. I mean, seriously. I mean, yeah, Demon falling back to life, but you have to understand people. They killed a character on the screen. For a few moments, we had seen Lars' death. We'd seen him die. That takes risks. I mean, my God, if Demon did not find him back to life, there was no way in tolerance that scene would have been allowed. I mean, my God. I mean, yeah, Demon to bring people back from the dead now, but I saw somebody say that this ad removes any tension, but I say it adds more. They killed off a character on screen before our eyes. Who say they won't do it again? I mean, Demon's not gonna always be there or be able to bring them back. I mean, his human spirit doesn't always work, does it? It is really because before, when Demon tried to heal enemies' serum when it got cracked, he shed a kill on serum, but it did nothing. Or did it? I don't know, she fell into the healing fountain, so who knows what happened there. But yeah, I'm gonna say that this means that they can kill off another character. I mean, once you kill off a child, there is no limit to what you can't do. That is a boundary you cross and to go so much farther. They killed off Lodge. Who say they're not gonna try to push it further? I mean, my God! Thank God they brought Lodge back to life in this episode, because Jesus! This has got to be the biggest scene in the show, because, oh my God! Man, the emotion there. The mere fact that they did it. What can't they do now? God, I'm scared. Don't tell Peridot. Please don't shadow her. Peridot's still my favorite character in the show. It's sad we didn't see her all that best in this special, but meh. So yeah, moving on to Lodge's head. Now we know exactly what happened to Lion. Well, not exactly, but we know why he's pink now. So apparently, Lion had died. Rose cried over him, tried an attempt to heal him, and found out she could bring him back from death. Although she probably never did that again. Did she? No, I'm pretty sure if she did, there would be more than, more than one free there. So I guess the free is like an extension of their life force? I don't know about that. But now, Demon can go through Lodge's hair and come out through Lion's mane. We actually have a means to go to Homeworld whenever we wanted. And I'm going to go out on him and say right now, whenever they start every new episode again, if they do not go back to Homeworld, if they just forget and leave Lodge like they did the Ruby Fight, a lot of people are going to quit the show. I mean, AJ Universe actually said he's done. He will be out if the show just forgets Lodge. I mean, he's on Homeworld. Jesus! The Crystal Salem's mission was to protect all life on Earth. Lodge is a human being. Yeah, he's, probably immortal now. He has powers. He probably half Sam. But he's still a human being. If Steven and the Crystal Sam just forget Lodge, then I'm sorry. That is as far away out of character as you could possibly make them. I mean, yeah, Steven said that they were going to pick up the Ruby Fight on the way home after rescuing Fred. But they didn't. The show actually just forgot that the Ruby Fight existed until one of them meteorized themselves on Earth. And now they're back on Homeworld. And I seriously hope they do not do that with Lodge, because he's a human being. He has family and friends. He even has a girlfriend that he almost admitted that he loved. Lodge is too important of a character to just be ignored for a few episodes. So, the next episode, if that doesn't immediately start or mention Lodge, I personally am not going to leave the show, but I know so many people will quit watching the show. They will stop being fans, period, if the show just forgets about Lodge. I mean, yeah, we're probably gonna get a few episodes, without mentioning to them, but the next episode that's gonna air immediately, next season, They have to mention this. They have to at least talk about it. They cannot leave Lars hanging. I mean, what are they gonna do? Start a new episode, Demon and Tony are just out having a good day? Lars is going homeward! He could die again and Demon would never know it! Until he tries to go through his main through, The next episode has to be the Crystal Sounds figuring out how to get Lars home. I mean, yeah, they don't immediately have to bring him home that episode, but they have to at the very least talk about it. Give us a scene of them warning about what to do. I mean, you can have a giant shield mutant attack Earth. You can have the cluster being unbubbled. Every corrupted serum in the temple becoming unbubbled. You can do whatever you want. So start the next episode with the Crystal Sounds talking about what they're going to do with Lars. You cannot just ignore this. You just cannot. You have to immediately pick back up where Wanted left off. You have to. I would be more concerned about this. I really am concerned about it. But if there's anything I learned from watching Friendship is Magic, hear me out, it's this. There's really no point in using your mind, because that show does not forget. And the biggest example would be Starlight Glimmer. If you don't want to spoil this for you, just mute the audio for 5 minutes. Okay? In Season 5 ended when Starlight, Season 5 was a good season and the finale was pretty awesome. However, ever since the opener for Season 5, everybody in the fandom wanted to know why Starlight hated Cutie Marks. We wanted to know why she was doing them, and why she was brainwashing her entire village. We wanted to know why she was that way, why she was that evil. See, the Season 5 finale, we got that reason, but it was just in a minute. It was so incredibly rushed, and there was just no effort in it whatsoever. And a lot of people were incredibly upset about it. But, some months later, we got Season 6, and the opener of the Season 6 delved more into Starlight's history. So yeah, that incredibly rushed and terrible explanation of her past, it just planted the seeds. And that season, they immediately picked it back up to fresh it out. And they surely did not have to do that. They did have enough time in Season 5, so they thought in Season 6 was freshening it out more. And Demon Universe could do something similar. I mean, Demon Universe was a creative show. It had so much effort. Effort that you rarely see anymore. I mean, the writers sat down and actually planned almost everything out. And darn it, it's really a testament to that, because they decided she was a fusion before the show even began airing. They decided, for not everything, but most of what they wanted to delve into before they began writing. They sat down and thought it all out before they even began writing a single episode. I guess I think that's what happened. But the point is, they had effort put into this show. And yeah, we did some things that never picked up on for a while, but eventually it did. get brought up. We just had to wait a little bit long time. But with Lois being dubbed on Homewood, they just have to bring that back. Immediately they have to pick back up where it left off. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a scene where David explains to this Crystal Sims and his dad and Tony how he died back. I mean, they're not just gonna start the next episode a day afterwards and dip that entire talk. This show has effort. And yeah, some story points, some episodes are worse. I have no idea why they keep airing the episodes so short. But it has a lot of effort that you just don't see anymore. It is a great show. It is probably one of the best shows Cartoon Network has ever had in recent times. But they never air it. Of Steven Universe and Adventure Time, those two are great shows, but they just never ever bother to air those two shows unless it's closing to a new season. I mean, I really, really hate Teen Titans Go, but if they want to keep airing that show, then at least stop airing it so much and air one of your other better shows. I mean, by not airing these two shows, Cartoon Network is hurting them. They're making the episodes suffer because they just never ever air it. Of course, if you have the Cartoon Network app or watch them online, that's not a problem. You can watch them whenever you want. But how are they going to keep fans interested if they don't have access to those things? How are they going to draw in new fans if they just never air these shows? I just don't get it. And Nickelodeon is also a sin in that. The current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is also a great show, but they barely ever air it. So you have really great, good, and incredibly popular shows, yet you never air them. Instead, you air shows like Teen Titans Go that is so terrible. I personally see it as the biggest insult in my life. I have never seen a bitter insult to a fan base and to a great series as Teen Titans Go. That definitely is the biggest insult I have ever seen in my life. I threw up watching the original cartoon. I know what I'm talking about. But I'm not here to rant about that terrible show. I'm here about Steven Universe. And I just don't know why they don't air it. I mean, they really cannot sacrifice, a couple hours or at least 30 minutes to air these shows. I mean, with Steven Universe, it's just 12 minutes long. Jesus Christ, air it. It's not gonna hurt. Sorry I went off Rick there, but I'm just worried. I'm worried that they are going to just dip over Steven explaining how he died back home. I'm worried that they are going to forget Lodge. But they just have to immediately pick back up where they left off. They have to. Or they are going to use so many members of the fan base. It's just not going to be the same anymore. They just have to pick up immediately where they left off. The writers of this show was just so... They were so good. They had effort put into this show. And I'm seriously hoping they are still putting effort into it. This one special was a bit disappointing in some areas. Yeah, I feel that Steven returned to Earth far too soon. I mean, his reaction to food and water as soon as he got back to Earth, that would have made a lot more sense if we had seen more episodes with him stuck on Homeworld. I mean, maybe he would go back to Homeworld immediately, but I really don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe one of the Tito Sims would go, but I just have no idea what they are going to do. But I also would never have imagined Lars becoming an Lion. I never would have seen that coming. I didn't see it coming. I would not have ever thought of that in a billion years. But that's what you call effort. Being creative. A good storyteller. Doing things that your viewers and readers would never see coming, or will shock to the systems. If you can do that, you're a good writer, period. But they probably should have held it all for, a little while longer. I don't know why they keep airing these seasons so small. Have they air more bits to the season? They just don't air these seasons consistently. They air like up to 4 episodes, and then they wait a month or so before airing the next 4 episodes. I really do not like this idea because, yeah, it keeps us on the edge of our seat, but eventually we just get tired of that stuff. And in this case, it could have missed a great opportunity to see more of Homeworld. Even on Homeworld. My God, why did they send him back to Earth so freaking soon? I hope that Steven immediately goes back, because he can return to Earth whenever he wants. And the Tito Sims to go to Homeworld whenever they want. And I definitely want to see Bismuth go to Homeworld. That would be awesome. I'm hoping Bismuth gets on Bubble soon. I just had a thought. Well, I remember this, since I had the idea before. I realized that the Dane in Rose's chest inside the Lion's mane, that could be related to Pink Diamond in some way. Could it be her swords? Could it be some evidence to what happened? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure by the end of this arc with Lars, we are going to see inside of that chest. And we are going to see White Diamond eventually. We just don't know when. And I surely hope a lot that we will see White Diamond. And that they immediately pick back up and just don't forget about Lars. And I just wish they would stop airing these episodes. I wish they would stop airing these seasons 4 episodes at a time. Wait a month, air the next 4 episodes. Jesus Christ! This is the same now with new Power Rangers. Oh, we got extra 10 episodes? Hit it. 5 month hiatus. Don't do that. Don't put so... Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers had 60 episodes. And now we get barely 25 episodes per season before it. Power Rangers was a great show, but it has definitely suffered lately. Seriously, less than 10 bloody episodes and they already have a 5-month hiatus? And then is that, it was worse with Mountain Monsters. We had to wait close to 9 months before Mountain Monsters picked back up. My God! What is the freaking damage with these people? I mean, yeah, you don't want to air the entire season all at once. You want to put some space between it, milk it a little bit, but 5 to 9 months? My God, somebody better fire you! So I hate these decisions. Too bloody long. We get so little, and then we have to wait an incredibly long time. I mean, at the moment, we have no idea when the new episodes of this show is going to air. I mean, how long are we going to see previews? I don't know, but I hope we don't have to wait 5 to 9 months. Anyways, I really have no idea what else to say now. This is going to be by far my longest Xeno Let watch. But, still I got all this out. Yeah, this special was a little disappointing, but it did lack some areas in it. It wasn't all that special. It was just a little disappointing, but I'm so glad we had it. And I'm just hoping to God it picks back up immediately where it left off. Whether Rose had a pink diamond or not, whatever happened, we are going to find out sooner or later. But I will always count them not asking Eyeball when they had her in the courtroom at the biggest mistake in the fault in this entire show. Because you have a freaking eyewitness that could answer all of the questions brought up in that episode, but you just ignore. I mean, yeah, you cameoed her to reveal that the Ruby was back on Homewood. However, she could have just resolved all of the questions if she was just plugged in, later in that episode. If they would have waited to bring her up, she could have answered everything. We'll see what happens from here. We shall see what happens when the new season starts. And I just pray to God that it picks up immediately where it left off. I thank all of you for watching this alone. Hope I didn't bore or annoy you. And I hope you had a good time watching this. Let me know if you want to see me do this type of thing anymore. Well, more. I am not Apple Deep. He does this type of video a lot better than I do. And he has flaws that I want to get as flaws. I know we are eventually going to see White Diamond. And I, at the very least, believe that silent White statue we saw at the end of Trial is either White Diamond herself or a statue of her. Some people believe there is a green diamond that was made after the paint was sanded. And while I like that idea, I'm sorry. We have no evidence of a green diamond. I mean, yeah, on the new Lord of the Diamonds, there's a giant green upside down diamond in the background. But that really doesn't mean there's a green diamond. I mean, in the center of that logo, when the other 3 diamonds, overlap each other, you see a black tiny diamond in the center of the logo. And I want to feel that that tiny black diamond is to signify the death of Pink Diamond. Black is the absence of all tether. So you can see that new logo as the system. You can see the new logo of the diamonds as the diamonds held it around mourning Pink Diamond. And another evidence for Green Diamond ideas, now that I think about it, is Paradox ship. It was green. And we seen Blue and Yellow Diamond having copies of that exact ship in their own tethers. So why was Paradox green if she was working for Yellow Diamond? Is green just the tether every sim but the diamond uses? Are there multiple tethers of those ships? People realize that those ships have to be fused into a giant robotic body. With the red eye being one of the eyeballs, and there were sims inside of it. Was on there at the bottom of the ocean, shattered. There's a lot of those sims. This is really going on for too long. Oh, we have nothing else to say for this special. I'm happy we saw it. If there were some interesting things to think about, and I'm pretty sure whatever is gonna happen, when we did the reveal of White Diamond, and when we did the reveal of what really happened to Pink, we will never see it coming. We will be as shocked and speechless as we were when Lars was killed and brought back. Jesus Christ, Steven Universe. I hope these new sims show up again, especially the two in the talk room. I can't remember their names, but yeah, I hope they return. I thank you all for watching, and I would talk on more, but this has gone on enough. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, fare thee well, and remember, please start back up immediately when you start the new season. Please start up immediately. See you next time.